A crucial round of meeting to take place on Thursday between ENPO talk team and Ministry of Home Affairs appointed a special team over the separate statehood issue. ENPO delegation reportedly arrived in Guwahati with the blueprint to present before the MHA team. Nagaland Tribes Council once again urges Prime Minister Narendra Modi to have political will to resolve the Naga political issue and ink the final agreement before State Assembly polls. NTC laments a centre for delaying the issue, pointing out that the talks are over by October 31, 2019. In a major political development, former Congress MLA Yanthang joins BJP ahead of state elections. Yanthang joins a saffron party along with supporters in a program that takes place in his long-time political rival and Deputy Chief Minister Y. Paton's Waka residence. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says the world is in a state of crisis and it is difficult to predict how long this state of instability will last. PM's remarks comes during the launch of Voice of Global South Virgil Summit, referring to various global challenges. Hello viewers, I, Lomika Chumi, welcome you all to Nltv News Now. Now news in detail. A crucial round of meeting between the Eastern Nagaland People's Organization and the Special Committee of Union Home Ministry led by A.K. Mishra is likely to take place in Guwahati on Thursday. As per reports, the meeting is likely to continue for several days to discuss several important aspects of demands made by the ENPO. It has been learned that ENPO talk team members on Wednesday left for Guwahati to meet with the Home Ministry constituted committee. It has been anticipated that the ENPO team will apprise the central team of the talking points discussed during the January 8 meeting that was held at Sovima's Duda Guest House. Notably, over 100 members representing 7 tribal bodies of frontal organizations of ENPO, including Eastern Nagaland Legislatures Union and Rajya Sabha MP Phangnon Konyak, attended the meeting. As per reports, the centre has ruled the possibility of a separate statehood, bifurcating a small state like Nagaland. There are speculations that centre is ready to create an autonomous council under 6th schedule of the Constitution. It has been learnt that during its January 5 meeting, the central team asked ENPO to present a blueprint regarding the issue. As the state general election is now only a matter of time, the demand for a solution to the vexed Naga political issue before the election is being voiced by many state-based organizations. Now, the Nagaland Tribes Council (NTC) has once again urged the Prime Minister Narendra Modi to have a political will and ink the final agreement before the assembly elections. NTC also hit out the centre for being silent and delaying the solution. NTC in its statement said that centre need to address the issue at the earliest, since the ball now being in centre's court, pointing out that it has been 3 years since the negotiations had officially completed on 31st October 2019. The council sent a message to the union government that this is the right time for the NDA government to show its sincerity towards the Naga people and usher in lasting peace and progress. With Nagaland Assembly elections just around the corner, former Congress MLA Yanthang, along with his supporters, joined the Bharatiya Janata Party at Deputy Chief Minister Y. Paton's residence in Waka on Thursday. The program, which was held at Paton's residence, was attended by several supporters of BJP along with the general public. Earlier in 2018, Deputy CM Yanthongo Paton, contesting on a Bharatiya Janata Party ticket, won the TU constituency seat by defeating Yantan with a margin of 3,092 votes. The country's Grain All-Party Congress is gearing up in full swing to contest the upcoming state assembly polls. All India Congress Committee General Secretary and Rajya Sabha MP Mukul Wasnik, who visited Nagaland to take part in the leadership program organized by Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee, is hopeful that the party will put up a good show in the upcoming elections. In an exclusive conversation with Nltv, Wasnik said that the party cadres are positive, determined and willing to regain the lost ground by Congress in the recent years. Wasnik said that the party leadership is concerned and putting efforts to connect with the people, understand their issues. He also blamed the Rio government by saying that the state government has failed to deliver on many fronts. Wasnik said Rio government has no control over law and order, with corruption has crippled the state, besides underdevelopment and unemployment being a major concern.
Come together to interact with the party leadership at the state and the district level. How they are preparing for the elections, what are the important issues before the people of Nagaland, what do we have to do more in terms of gearing up our party to face the elections, what about selection of candidates, all these things. And we are very happy to receive a very positive feedback. The party is gearing up and they are in full preparedness to meet the requirements of the elections. We are very concerned about the state of affairs in Nagaland. Their capabilities are so immense, but unfortunately, what we have been told is that the writ of the state government doesn't run. There is complete lawlessness. Law and order situation is beyond the control of the state government, imposing their own will on the masses. Lack of development because of obvious reasons. The industry is not coming up. Natural resources are not getting exploited. Farm produce is not getting processed. The farmers are not getting value added to their produce. And all these issues, corruption, law and order, unemployment, all these are very, very serious issues here. Laying foundations for a modern, independent India, this task has been done by the Indian National Congress. Coming to Dimapur yesterday is that there is a positive energy all across the Congress cadre to ensure that whatever ground we may have lost over the years, to regain that lost ground, to regain.
All India Congress Committee delegation led by AICC Senior Observer for Nagaland, Meghalaya and Tripura, Mukul Wasnik, held a discussion with Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee President K. Theri, along with NPCC Working President Bobby Panikkar. During the meeting, several discussions were held regarding the forthcoming Nagaland Assembly election and the imposition of President's rule in the state. The delegation assured its full support to the state Congress if elections are announced to fight the 20-year misrule of BJP alliance with regionals. Notably, the meeting discussed the possibility of AICC President Mallikarjun Kharge, Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra as the star campaigners in the forthcoming assembly elections. The 36th General Session of Sataka Range Students' Union got underway at Sataka village from Tuesday under the theme, Envisioning Our Goals Ensuing Golden Jubilee. While speaking during the introductory session, Managing Director Markofet and SRSU former President Victor T. Jimo stated that he was happy with the sacrifices made by SRSU and also urged the people of Sataka to be an epitome of honesty. The former president informed the citizens about the guest rooms near Dimapur's referral hospital and asked them to avail the privilege for free when in need. Notably, the program is graced by Minister for Agriculture G. Kaito Aye as the chief guest.
I'm good to me. I can keep me. She won't have to come to Zabaya. It's less Nagano. He can be a big Rolaki. Yeah, who could you get any news at the gun? No, Polish name yet. If he has a work like that, and I hear a cow sharing. You know, and I give up. You give me. No, this at the gun come, so specially. Toshaki, look at us, no, and gave this about Shakatan.
Mahatma Gandhi, father of the nation, you should be. No, who, Momo Q, Ginet Pigeon, Momo no, who Bulging, Momo no, Gukums, Capula Kitchen, Gena, Ojo Aje Kimchi, the Bono, or Jaje Kimchi, Senesti. Para Piguye, Dimye Akums, Nono Gukums, Jane Gena. The Bono Otashini, Otashi, the Bono, Okumla Shitini, Okumla Shit, the Bono, O habit Alhaya, the Boshivini, Olhaya, the Bono, Omega, Velu, the Boshitachini, and O Velu, the Boku, the Bono, O destiny, no yet the Boshiva, no Hiposhani, good position yesterday.
I shall get in the guns all or not. No, no, ye may check me in the rate. If I know which I know never not cussing like it for who.
Nagaland police on Wednesday set up a police control room in order to assist the citizens of Nagaland living outside the state for any grievances and distress call. Along with the control room, the Nagaland police also provided a helpline number, email address, a Twitter and Facebook ID to the citizens for their convenience. Furthermore, the police informed that the job applicants from Nagaland in any part of the country may also contact the numbers for verification. Dimapur police on Wednesday issued an advisory in order to reduce the traffic-related offences in the area. The police informed that it is mandatory for both the rider and pylon rider of two-wheelers to use helmets and also urged the public to avoid excessive speed beyond limitation as prescribed by the concerned authority. The advisory also stated that installation of any sound-producing retrofitting like a pressure horn or exhaust muffler are prohibited, and further stated that any vendor found selling unauthorized retrofitments shall be prosecuted under relevant sections of law. Meanwhile, Dimapur police informed that applying of unregistered vehicles without acknowledgement receipt from the concerned authorities is an offence, and driving of vehicles by juveniles is strictly prohibited. Furthermore, the guardian of such a juvenile will have to serve 3 years imprisonment along with 25,000 fine. In order to review the election preparedness in the poll-bound state Tripura, a team of Election Commission of India, led by Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar, visited the state on Wednesday. The poll officers, including CEC Rajiv Kumar, EC Anup Chandra Pandey and EC Arun Gol, reached Agartala's Maharaja Bir Bikram Airport in the evening hours. After the arrival, officials of ECI held a meeting with all political parties of the state and will also hold a press conference at Ujayata Palace. Meanwhile, Tripura Legislative Assembly elections are slated to be held in March 2023. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday said that the world is in a state of crisis and it is difficult to predict how long the state of instability will last. PM's remark came during the launch of a Voice of Global South virtual summit, referring to various global challenges arising out of conflict, war and terrorism, among others. During his address, Modi also expressed his concern over rise in food, fuel and fertilizer prices and also on the economic impact of COVID-19 as well. On India's G20 presidency, Modi said that India's aim is to amplify the voice of the global South that largely refers to countries in Asia, Africa and South America. India is hosting the two-day summit to bring together countries of the global South and provide them a common platform to share the common concerns relating to various global challenges. The theme of the inaugural leaders' session is Voice of Global South for Human-Centric Development, while the leaders' concluding session will be on Unity of Voice, Unity of Purpose.
Impact of rising food, fertilizer and fuel prices, climate change driven natural disasters and lasting economic impact of the COVID pandemic. It is clear the world is in a state of crisis. It is difficult to predict how long this state of instability will last. Most of the global challenges have not been created by the global South, but they affect us more. We have seen this in the impact of COVID pandemic, climate change, terrorism, and even the Ukraine conflict. As India begins its G20 presidency this year, it is natural that our aim is to amplify the voice of the global South. For our G20 presidency, we have picked the theme of One Earth, One Family, One Future. Rising food, fertilizer and fuel prices, climate change driven natural disasters and lasting economic impact of the COVID pandemic. It is clear the world is in a state of crisis.
The day 2 of Rahul Gandhi-led Bharat Jodo Yatra in Punjab kicked off from Ludhiana's Khanna on a Thursday morning and is expected to conclude at Shamrala Chowk in the city. The Yatra will be on a break for a day tomorrow for Lohri celebration and it will resume again on January 14 and proceed towards Jalandhar. As Rahul Gandhi's Yatra is about to reach its final leg, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge urged 21 like-minded political parties to join the concluding function of the Yatra in Srinagar on January 30. Notably, the Padyatra aims to revive its connect with the people at the grassroots level amid back-to-back poll setbacks over the years. On the occasion of 160th birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday paid tribute to the spiritual leader. PM Modi took down to Twitter and mentioned that the leader's life, patriotism, spiritualism and dedication always inspired the people of India. Swami Vivekananda, who was a philosopher and the chief disciple of the Indian mystic Ramakrishna, was born on January 12, 1863 and died on July 4, 1902. World Health Organization Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus on Wednesday all the countries to share true statistics to fight more effectively against the spread of COVID-19. The Director General also urged China to provide reliable data on hospitalization and deaths, as China has been providing inappropriate data to the World Health Organization for a long period of time. Back in December, the Chinese government dropped its zero COVID-19 policy, which led to a mammoth rise in the cases. The sudden spike in COVID cases in China has forced several countries, including United States, Italy, Japan and South Korea, to tighten measures against passengers arriving from the country. Afghanistan on Wednesday was rocked by the suicide attack outside the Taliban foreign ministry in Kabul, resulting in the death of 5 persons and injuring several others. The explosion took place on a road outside the Afghan foreign ministry and injured more than 40 people. Immediately after the attack, the wounded people were brought to a surgical center in Kabul run by an emergency NGO. Although there was no immediate claim of responsibility for the attack, but the regional group known as Islamic State in Khorasan province has been attacking several parts of the country since 2021. Since the Taliban took over Afghanistan in August 2021, armed groups linked to the Afghan branch of the Islamic State have carried out bombings targeting Afghan Shias, Sufis and others. So viewers, that's all we have for now. Keep watching Nagaland TV.